Uncle claimed he was my dad's secret business partner using forged documents to steal my inheritance, so I hired a document expert who proved everything was fake. But my uncle's family still hates me even though he confessed everything in court. I am Rachel 24F, and I need advice on a family situation that has completely destroyed my life. My dad, Marcus 54M, died in a car accident 8 months ago. He owned a successful auto repair shop that he built from nothing over 20 years. The shop was his pride and everything he worked for. Let me give you some background about our family. My parents divorced when I was 12. My mom, Lisa, 49F, moved to another state with her new boyfriend and visits maybe twice a year. She never cared much about what happened to me or dad after the divorce. My dad raised me mostly on his own with help from his brother Kenneth 58M. Kenneth has always been around. He helped dad start the business back in 2004 by lending him some money for equipment. Kenneth worked as a mechanic at another shop, but would come help dad on weekends when things got busy. He never officially worked at dad's shop, but was always there for family events and holidays. Kenneth has 3 kids, 2 sons, David, 3 to M and Ryan to 9M, and 1 daughter, Sarah, to 6F. David works construction, Ryan is unemployed most of the time, and Sarah just had her 2nd baby. Kenneth married Patricia 55F about 15 years ago. Patricia works part-time at a grocery store. They always seem to struggle with money. Kenneth's house needed repairs that he could never afford. Their car broke down every few months. Patricia would make comments about how lucky dad was to have such a successful business while they had to worry about bills. Dad worked 7 days a week at the shop. He employed for full-time mechanics and to part-time office workers. The business made good money. Dad owned the building, all the equipment, and had contracts with several local companies for fleet maintenance. He saved money and invested it properly. Dad always told me the business would be mine someday because I was the only one who showed real interest in learning about it. I started working at the shop when I turned 16. Dad taught me everything: how to handle customers, manage inventory, do basic repairs, and keep the books. I studied business management in college specifically so I could take over someday. Dad was proud that I wanted to continue what he built. He would tell customers that his daughter was going to run the place better than he ever did. The accident happened on a Tuesday morning in October. Dad was driving to work when a drunk driver ran a red light and hit his truck. The paramedics said he died instantly. I got the call from the hospital while I was in my apartment getting ready for classes. I drove to the hospital, but there was nothing anyone could do. The funeral was huge. Dad knew everyone in town through the business. Customers, suppliers, other shop owners, and half the neighborhood showed up. Kenneth gave a speech about how dad was not just his brother, but his best friend and business partner. That seemed strange to me because dad never called Kenneth his business partner. Kenneth was family who helped out sometimes, but dad owned everything himself. After the funeral, Kenneth started spending a lot of time at the shop. He said he